¿Están listos?
Estamos listos.
Hello. Welcome to today's episode of 2 Feet Podcast. Today I have on two amazing guests. I have on... Okay, actually, tell me your name, please.
Jorge Ibanez.
Jorge Ibanez. ¿Y tú?
Maribel Munguia.
Okay. And you all, where are you all from?
I'm from Mexico, actually.
Okay.
Mexico, yeah. But we live in Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
Yes.
How long... Well, so you're from Mexico, living in Birmingham. We can go anywhere with this, but what brought you to Birmingham, Alabama?
My dad.
Okay.
Yeah. He was living in California, so he moved from California to Birmingham, so he brought all the family with him.
When did you move to Birmingham?
Say that again.
When did you move to Birmingham?
2000, yeah.
Yes.
So how old were you then?
I was 20.
Okay.
I was 20, 21, something like that.
What part of Mexico were you born in?
Estado de Mexico. Yeah.
So, born in Estado de Mexico, what was it like growing up there as a child?
It was really good, you know, because in Mexico, you have all your family and friends, and you know everybody. Like, you know your neighbors, you know the guy in the store, you got everybody. You don't have, it was a poor childhood, but at the same time, it was a rich childhood, because you have your friends, your family, you grew up with him, you grew up with values. How do you say that?
Neighborhoods or?
Valores.
¿Cómo se dice?
Values.
Oh, values. Okay,
yes,
okay. Okay.
And it was good. And we enjoyed our childhood. It was really good. Yeah.
Okay. How many, how big is your family? Brothers and sisters or?
Yes, brothers.
How many?
6.
Okay. And where are you in the order?
Tres.
Okay.
The third one.
So you're kind of like the middle child. What was it like growing up, as the middle child?
That was not a good thing. Because you have to use it where the first one use it. If you use it, shoes, you don't use it no more, you have to use it. And they keep passing to the
hand-me-downs.
And those shoes, they never end it. Like, they always, those shoes, they last forever.
Okay.
But it was good,
Yeah, And what about you, Maribel? She's from Mexico as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Veracruz.
Veracruz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ella es 2 hermanas. Ella y su hermana mayor.
Okay.
That's her and her sister.
Okay.
She's old. ¿Cuántos años tiene tu hermana?
Mayor que yo, 11 años.
11. She's 11 years older than her.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, you can ask her this. What was her childhood like growing up in Mexico?
Él pregunta que cómo fue tu niñez en México.
Feliz.
Okay.
Desde chiquita me gustó bailar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she danced a lot?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, so I want to ask you both that then. Honestly, I don't think I've ever been to Mexico. So, how big of an influence does, music have on, I guess, Mexican culture?
Oh my God. Well, see, the thing was in Mexico, we have, on the south, they're more like a tropical, salseros, bachateros, cumbia. And the north is more like a banda, like a...
The banda music? Okay.
Yeah,
well, he said Estado de Mexico?
Estado de Mexico.
What part is that at?
In the middle.
Okay.
Right there next to the Mexico City.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so what is the, most popular music there?
Cumbia.
Okay.
Yeah, cumbia. There was cumbia for everything.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody know how to dance cumbia. Old people, young people, everybody dance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so tell me about that. You grew up in a household that played cumbia for the most part? Okay.
Yeah. And actually, dancing is part of the culture in Mexico. Like, you grow as a dancer. Like, you parents dance, you have to dance. There's no, you cannot say no. Like, if the aunt asks you to dance, you have to dance with the aunt. It's like, all right, we're going to have a family party and everybody have to dance. Like, I don't want to dance. No, you dance. I mean, all right. I think every Latino family is like that.
I understand that. Okay, that's pretty cool. I don't know much about cumbia. What can you tell me about it? I know the steps to it, but what can you tell me about cumbia?
Well, what I heard, I'm not sure about this, but what I heard is starting Colombia, right? It was kind of rebel music. I said that rebel music. Okay. It was like they dance to kind of, ¿cómo se dice? Against it was the slave music,
Okay.
all the esclavos, slaves, they was play this music to kind of repeal what they have from the the masters. So that's how the cumbia started with the bongos, the tumbas and stuff. They start, and then they grow up, like they move everywhere. Cuba, Peru, Ecuador, Colombia, Panama, and then go to Nicaragua and they start. And the cumbia grow up so natural and popular. Popular, I say right? Popular? Yes.
And so tell me this, so majority cumbia in Central Mexico. What about, I guess for both of you, or did you all dance any salsa or bachata in your youth?
In Mexico, no. No. I learned how to dance salsa when I came to the United States.
And what about you?
Él pregunta que ¿dónde aprendiste a bailar?
Here.
Okay.
Ella se vino, she came in young.
Yeah.
She was 12 when she came to the United States.
So let me ask you this now, I'm curious. Do you think that your background in cumbia helped you in salsa and bachata at all?
No. See, the thing is like, for us, the cumbia is something I feel that was natural, And most of the Latinos, we think we know how to dance. So we learn our first salsa moves. That was like, oh, this is totally different. It was like, you have to have a number, you have to listen the song, have the rhythm, It's like, you have to leave the cumbia on the side, so start from zero to learn salsa. Well, the way, dance over here on 102, you have to leave the cumbia on the side and then learn from zero. But it helped a little bit, of course, yeah, but not like supposed to.
What about, I guess, the music though? Having that, I assume, musical familiarity somewhat, were you able to catch the rhythm more quickly, you think, or even was that difficult? As far as being on beat, finding the one, was that difficult for you as well, or?
No, actually I think they help a little bit in that part. Because cumbia and salsa is almost the same. They got the 8 counts, on the numbers, and they always have the heartbeat up. But if you like, because a lot of people, the Latinos, they don't dance salsa. When they listen to salsa, they dance as a cumbia, because almost they have the same circle of rhythms.
Going back to when you grew up in America, do you remember what you wanted to be like as an adult?
Yes.
And what was that?
Actually, when I was young, I wanted to be an astronaut. Yes, because be a poor childhood and see a TV, all the people go outer space and everything. That was like, it was my dream. But when I was 12, I went to a local concert and I saw these people dancing on the side of the singer. And my mind changed. I was like, I want to be them. I want to be able to dance next to a singer. Because I don't want to be a singer. I just want to dance. And I think that changed, always dancing. I love dance, brother. I mean, any rhythm I want to learn. I saw something I like it. I want to learn that moves, yes.
What about Maribel? What does she want to be?
Él pregunta que cuando tú estabas pequeña, ¿qué querías ser de grande?
Bailarina.
Bailarina.
Okay.
Too.
Amazing. Okay, that's awesome. And, okay, so let me ask you this then. So, actually, when's the last time you've been back to Mexico?
Since I come over here, I never back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you left when you were 20 though?
Yes.
So I want to hear from you. How has Mexico changed from when you were a child to when you left at 20 years old?
Well, my mom, she'd go back and forth all the time. But when I was there, we don't have no roads. It was like, go through the forest. Now we have a roads. They have stores. Now we have a medical center. Yeah, I changed a lot. Where I'm from is really quiet place. It's like not like on the, like on the border. It's kind of hard, like south and north. It's a lot of crime, but where I'm from, it's really quiet, like nice. Yes.
Is it like a country or is it a city?
It's a country. Yes. It's a town, a small town. We have cows, sheep, and all that. Yes.
What did your parents do?
Well, my mom, she's old. She's, ¿cómo se dice? Retired. Yeah. My dad passed away last year.
Sorry,
Just my mom. Yeah. I have a brother in Mexico. He's in Morelia. He's architect, and I have another two brothers. One live in Washington, and the other one will live in Alabama as well. One of my brothers passed away when he was 12, and other brother is a fireman.
Okay. And so tell me about this then. So you moved from Mexico to Birmingham, Alabama.
Uh-huh.
What was that first year like in America, in Birmingham, Alabama, of all places? What was that like for you?
It was good. When I first came into United States, I saw all the riches, because United States is very rich, in everything. And like say, coming from a poor town to in a town where you can have whatever you want, or like work and get whatever you need, that was amazing. Because in Mexico, you work, but it doesn't matter how hard you work, it's hard for you to get whatever you want. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. In United States, you work, and if you want to buy a car, you work and get a car. You work and you get a house. In Mexico, no. In Mexico, you work. It's gonna be hard for you to get a house or car because it's very expensive. And the money value is so different. My first day at work, I got $70, and I feel it was a rich. I was like, I convert that into pesos, and I'm like, on a month and a year, I'm gonna be rich. But nobody told me how you get your money, you spend it.
Okay.
Because everything is expensive too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
definitely.
That was good.
And what about her? When did she come?
When she was 12.
¿Qué?
Cuando veniste tenías 12 años?
Sí.
Yes, 12.
And what was her first year like in America?
Dice que cómo fue tu primer día en Estados Unidos. ¿Cómo fue?
Me gustó. I
She
like
liked
it.
it.
So, muy diferente a mi país.
It was very different to her.
Yeah.
Country.
I like it.
Pero ella llegó a trabajar. Her age, she was working as a farm worker.
In Mexico?
No, here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mi mamá siempre ha sido mamá soltera, so tenía que ayudar.
It was her mom was a single mother, so she had to help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that is tough.
Sí.
So you were going to school as well as going to work after?
Sí, fuiste a la escuela y después ibas a trabajar.
No.
¿Solo trabajar?
Solo trabajar.
At 12 years old?
Yes.
Increíble.
Sí.
So let me hear about that thing, 'cause that's very interesting. So you're 12 years old working as a farmhand or on a farm? Mm-hmm. Well, I asked you to tell me about that. What was that like working at 12 on a farm? ¿Cómo fue eso?
Dice que cómo fue el trabajar a los 12 años en una granja. ¿Cómo fue?
Muy difícil, pero me sentía bien porque yo ayudaba a mi mamá.
It was very hard, but she felt good because she would help her mom.
Okay. What was that in Birmingham, Alabama as well?
¿Eso fue en Birmingham o dónde fue?
Okay.
No, fue en el sur, ¿no? En Clanton. Clanton y Montgomery, between?
En Clanton.
Clanton, Alabama.
Clanton,
Was that on-
Alabama. Okay.
La ciudad de Clanton.
Okay. I want to hear from both of you all. I imagine when you came to the States, did you hablas English? Did you speak English at that time when you first came?
No, not really.
Okay, so tell me about that. How was that transition coming to a English-speaking country? How was that for both of you all?
Well, for me, it was hard. I think for her too. But for me, it was hard because my dad, that was one thing my dad told me when I came to the United States. He told me, you need to learn the language because that is the best way to defend yourself. So learn the language so you're going to be able to talk to people, to understand people, and, how do you say this? Like respect where you are,
Okay.
So my dad told me, you have to learn. And every day I got my book. If I saw something, I hear it, I write it down the same way I hear it. I was like, okay, what's in this name? Okay, they tell me, okay, boom, boom, I write it down. And I repeat it every day. So that's how I learned. I used to be work in McDonald's. And I would have my, headphones. I had my headphones with English. And I was like, talk. And I remember my boss was like, what did you say? I was on my phone, my headphones. For her, it was kind of different. because she only worked. She got her problems. She don't wanna. It was at that time. It was like Alabama did not really accept, migrants to the
Okay.
schools, and it's a South
Yeah,
state.
exactly.
And that was a country state also. So, and her mom don't wanna leave her alone, because she was her mom worked all day. So if she gone to school, she had to be alone for a while, and her mom don't want to leave her alone. Yes.
I understand that. I definitely understand that. So I guess, we're talking about your transition to America. I guess at what point did you start to feel comfortable here?
Well, I'm still not feel comfortable. Well, I'm good now, but I feel like it's the way how you be in this country. It's like try to, how to say this, try to respect the laws, and you're gonna be good. Not cross nobody's lines. It's like say, learn the language. For her it was difficult because her hearing problems. So if she hear wrong, like if you say something and she wanna talk back, she say it wrong because her hearing problems. Yes, and at that time it was no people to help her. It was like no doctors to try. Like now they do, but she don't want to do now. Damn, I talk like with. No, just kidding.
So, we're talking about this dance, so tell me this. How did you all meet?
How we met? Like say, it was a Mexican club. She was right there sitting with her mom because she always coming with her mom to the club. I passed by, I can feel her eyes. She saw me. I was passing it. I was like, "What are you looking at?" She was dancing, brother. It was the most beautiful girl on that place. She was dancing. And I come and asked her to dance. Right at the moment, it was like one thing hit.
Cumbia or just
Reggaeton.
reggaeton?
It was reggaeton.
And her mother was there as well?
Yeah. Okay, so when I asked her to dance, they were sitting on the table, and I asked her to dance. She came to dance with me, and she was like, and I was like, so she turned around, tried to get close to me, and I was like, push her. I was like, hey, I have a heart problem. I was like, come down. She turned around, looked at me like mad, because she was like, why you push me? And then I want to dance with her bachata, because I saw her dance bachata. She was dancing bachata. And then play bachata after that. I asked her to dance again. We start dancing, and I start asking what's her name, where she from, everything. She don't like me at first. She kind of like, But you know how salseros, bachateros, where, like, hey, I teach you how to dance.
Okay.
Nah.
So, okay, we can go anywhere with this, but okay. So you told me your interpretation of it. You tell me, ¿cómo conocí a ella?
¿Cómo me conociste?
En el baile.
Okay.
Sí, ahí lo conocí bailando.
Yeah, he made me dancing.
Sí. Me invitó a bailar, bailamos y...
Yeah, I asked her to dance, we danced, and yeah, she
Pero
came after
no,
me.
Pero no lo sé.
She don't follow me. She's not chasing me.
So ask her, I'm curious, where did you learn to dance then?
¿Dónde aprendiste a bailar?
En la ciudad de Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Yo sabía bailar salsa
She know how to dance.
como en mi ciudad.
She know how to dance a
Pero
little bit.
se baila diferente.
At what age? At what age did you learn?
¿A qué edad empezaste a bailar o aprendiste a bailar?
Bien. Tenía yo 23.
Yeah,
Hace...
like
¿Cuánto
23
te
years,
conocí?
Okay, so I would love to hear from both of you all then, but I'll ask her first, what was her beginner stage like?
¿Cómo fue tu modo principiante? ¿Cómo empezaste?
Un poquito difícil porque es difícil pasar tu estilo a otro estilo diferente, eso es un poquito difícil. Para mí fue un poquito difícil.
For her, it was kind of difficult to leave the cumbia style to a
And
salsa
different
style.
styles,
Yeah, it was a different style for her. It was kind of hard for her.
Entiendo. And what studio did she go to?
¿A qué estudio fuiste a aprender a bailar?
Nosotros aprendimos a bailar viendo, pero el estudio fue en Atlanta con Paso Fino.
Paso Fino.
Who was the instructor? ¿Quién fue el maestro?
José Maldonado. Our first teacher was Ashwin Rahu from Paso Fino.
Okay.
And then that was the beginner teacher. And then we went to Jose Maldonado. It was, like intermediate. Yes.
That said, Jose was your first proper instructor?
Yes, like professional instructor.
Okay.
Yeah, like pro.
Okay, so she said it. Tell me about your beginner stage. What was that like?
That was good. Because I always want to know more. I was like, my way. I'm always push. That I want to know more. And when I met Ashwin actually is from India, and for me it was amazing to see an Indian guy dancing that amazing. And I want to be like him. That's like I want to dance like him. He was really good. When I passed with Jose, it was another level. That was amazing. And then I made more dancers, more teachers.
Let me ask you both this. For somebody else who is, a beginner in salsa or bachata or maybe even cumbia, but they're struggling and they're hitting like that difficulty, what could you say to them to help them out?
Okay, well, I always tell my students and the people that want to learn, I was like, the first step to learn how to dance is lose the fear to dance. When you lose that fear, and it's when you start learn, because you make you wow, like something that not let you pass. Because you was like, you learn the steps, but you fear to do it on the dance floor, When that happens, it's no advance, like no, how you say it? No
progression.
Yeah, no progression. But when you learn, you lose that fear, and you learn one step, and you do that step on the dance floor, and then that's how you're gonna be like pushing yourself. You know what I mean?
I do. Well, so let me ask you this though. I think it's very easy to say don't be scared, right? It's easy to say that, but I guess say someone they're taking classes, but they're scared to go to socials. They take classes all day, but that barrier between taking a class and going to a social are very two different things, right? How could you help with that?
Well, I always tell them, like, when I invite my students to a social and they, impact or surprised to see a really good dancer on the dance floor, I always come to them. I was like, he's really good. I was like, yes. Like, well, him one day feel like you. He cannot dance like that at that time. But for him to dance like that, he have to practice and lose the fear. So you won't be able to do that level if you lose the fear to dance. Plus, everybody have to learn from somehow. Everybody, I was a beginner on one point.
This is true. Yeah. So let's talk about your dance journey. I'm pretty sure we've all been dancing for a while. What kept you going with your salsa or bachata dancing? From those early stages to maybe year 2 or 3. Why did you stick with it?
Probably because I love dancing, but I love to help people to dance. It's one thing to make me happy. I'm not professional, brother. I don't feel professional. I never compete myself. I'm still learning. I try to learn the most I can. I try to take workshops every time when I can. But I feel that if you help someone, or if you learn, how do you say this? I always tell, if you're gonna be you available to learn from someone, even one small step, that's help you to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I always tell my students, learn from anybody. Like, if you go take lessons, do your basics, practice with everybody, learn, keep learning, and you're gonna grow up as a dancer. I say right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll get better, you'll progress. I understand that. Yes. Yeah. We were talking about this before the interview. You told me about someone informed you about a dance congress, a dance festival, and you didn't know what that was. So do you remember your first dance congress?
Yes.
Well, what was it?
That was Barrio Bash in Atlanta.
In Atlanta, okay. Tell me about your first dance congress. What was that
Oh my God, brother. I was amazing. So we met this guy in a Mexican club, and he asked me to dance with her. I said, go ahead. He was really good. He was from Europe. It was Austria? Austria. His name is Christoph. He asked me to dance, and when I saw him dancing, he was amazing. He was really good. He got everything. And then he asked me, like, are you going to the Congress? And I was like, what's a Congress? He was like, man, you need to come with me. He was like, next week, you can be in Atlanta. He was like, you can stay with me. He got a girl at that time. So all four, we went to the Congress. And we got a party pass, I think, at that time. We don't have a chance to take workshops because we ride with him. And we went to the shows. He was like, hey, let's go to the shows. It was my first time I saw shows. All the people on the stage. It was amazing. It was amazing, bro. It was like, see all these people dancing and their faces, their happiness, like, like the confidence. And I was like, I want to be like one of them. I want to be able to dance like them.
I definitely understand that. So explain to me, what are the benefits of going to a congress, of going to a dance festival?
Okay, I feel like the benefits is that you open your mind. I say right? Your mind? Mm-hmm. Yes. You open your mind to see another people dancing. When you go to the Congress, you go another level. You're gonna be able to dance and practice and learn from different styles, different people, different instructors, and that help you to grow up as a dancer. I think Congress is one of the best things happen ever to a dancer.
I definitely understand that. You get to see so many different dances, but as well as the really good dances.
Yes.
And it kind of opens your mind, like, with the possibilities, like what's possible for you for yourself, and what levels you can attain.
Exactly.
I understand that. I definitely understand that. What made you want to become an instructor? What made you want to teach?
So after we met this guy, we joined to Paso Fino Dance Studio to learn how to dance, but it was not enough, because the only ones dance salsa in a small town as a Birmingham, with nobody else to dance with. It was like, kind of, me and her were talking like, we need to do something. We need to bring more dancers. We need to teach people how to dance. And plus, people ask us, like, can you teach me how to dance? I was like, I'm not an instructor, still learning. Like, but can you teach me this? Can you show me the steps? And then we decided, I was like, you know what? Let's learn the basics. Let's open a studio and let's teach everybody to dance. So that's how we started. We started teaching, and I like it. Okay. I like it. It was good. It was a good feeling to help people learn how to dance. Yes.
When did you open the dance studio?
Birmingham, Alabama. It was
¿Cuándo?
2016, if I'm not wrong.
So we've been open for 8 years now?
Well, we got for 5 years, and the COVID started.
Okay.
So we have to close.
Okay,
yes.
I understand. Okay, so you closed during COVID. I understand. Mm-hmm. So how were those 4 years from 2016 to 21?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. Well, the first time we got 3 people on the studio. Like when we first opened it, we do the grand opening, we got food and all that, and we got 3 people. They come to the place. But the boys start, start everybody start know who we are, and like people want to learn. And we do our first social with my friend Leo, and it was really good. And then people start coming. Like we do our first team. But we not the ones. Okay, so in Alabama, the first Corazón de Alabama, it was not us. It was Eric Ordóñez and one of our friends, her name is Stacy Kipler. They decided to create the first team in Birmingham. And then they got the first season and they have to go, and they asked me if I want to take over the, like, because they need an instructor. Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right, I'll take over. And then,
what is the social dancing scene like in Alabama? How's the community?
It was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now we have 3 dance teams. It's a heartbeat dance company from Jessica Ponte, really good. We have IB in Motions from one of our very good friends, Irene Naranjo and Victor Williams, and us. It's Corazón de Alabama SSS Birmingham.
Okay. And so how many, in a week, how many nights can you go dancing in Birmingham?
Well, right now we only 3. We do every Saturday night. We host salsa socials in a bar. It's called Cabo Grill. On Tuesdays, we do a bachata night in a place called La Cantina Tortilla. And also, Irene, they do a social on Friday, once a month.
Okay,
yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
I want to get back to, I guess, that first year in 2016 when you opened up a dance studio. Tell me about that first year teaching. What was that experience like for you? Especially where the first night only 3 people show up. That can be kind of difficult.
Yeah, it was difficult. It was difficult to pay the bills.
Okay.
But it was good at the same time, because when you teach someone and you see that person feel comfortable and feel like self-confidence, they make you feel good. We have this lady, she was really big, and she wanted to dance, but she kind of upset, because you're like, I'm too fat, I don't want to. I was like, that's no problem. She learned with us, and she would travel, and she was one of the best bachateras in Birmingham. To see her dance, do all that moves. One day she came to me and was like, remember the first day I came to you? I was like, yeah. She was like, you know how I feel right now? I was like, I see that. I see your face. She was like, thank you for, because that time she was like really kind of on the deep hole, like not filled with her confidence. But I feel like dancing is a way to feel confidence to yourself. And most of the people that dance, they really feel that. And it was good to be able to teach people that part. Mm-hmm. Money-wise, that feeling is how it pushes you to keep teaching. Yes.
I understand that. I would like to ask her the same thing. What was that first year like for her?
¿Cómo fue tu primer año de maestra enseñando?
Muy bonito, como se dice,
Dímelo,
para mí es una bonita experiencia enseñar a alguien que no sabe y ver su cara de que logran cuando bailan. Para mí es una experiencia muy bonita la primera vez que di clases. Wow.
Dice que she said for her it was really good experience to be able to teach someone how to dance, see her dancing or see the people dance, that make her feel good.
Okay.
Sí, es muy bonito.
For you both can answer this. For someone out there who, is on the fence on whether or not they should teach or not, do you have any words of wisdom or advice for them?
Yeah, it's a lot of controversy because a lot of people think you're not
qualified.
It's not qualified for you to teach someone to dance if you not have a proper training. But I understand that too. But if you are able to teach someone and help that person to learn how to dance or be able to feel good with yourself, I think anybody can teach. I mean, even if a beginner know how to do the basic and he helps someone with the basic, I think he's the instructor, because that was all right. I'm gonna help you with your basic. All right, I won't touch this. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. I think if you want to grow as your dance community on your town or your city, you should to teach. I mean, that's how I feel, you know. Like, respect everybody's decision, but also I'm gonna say that if you're gonna be a teacher and you wanna be a teacher, you have to keep learning to be able to teach. You know, I mean, someone be able to teach, but you have to keep learning, you know, to keep teaching. You know what I mean?
No, I definitely understand that. I definitely do. Let me ask you this. Talk to me about running a dance studio. What was that like?
Okay, that was hard. That was the hard part, because even if you don't have no one on your dance studio, you have to keep going, you know. A lot of people quit because they was like, oh, I don't have no dancers, I don't have no income. So it was sometimes that we have to put money from our pocket to pay, you know, like say the bills. But like say that feeling is what they make you keep going, you know. Like when you see your students performing, or when you see your people dancing on the dance studio, and when people say, he was my first teacher, you know, that is how you keep going. Yeah. I feel like a studio is not a problem. It's like this train to keep going.
Okay.
I say right?
Yes. Yeah, the strength to keep going. I understand during the tough times.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand. I definitely understand that. So you're running a dance studio. And you say you also have a dance team, correct?
Yes.
And so are you the choreographer? Both of you are the choreographers?
Yeah, sometimes we do. She used to have a ladies team on bachata. She choreographed that. What we do, I tell her, okay, I want you to do this move, boom, boom, and she do it, you know. Okay, I was like, oh, put your hands like this, and then she do it. Because I cannot move, you know. But sometimes also we buy the choreographies.
Okay.
Because it's easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me about this. You know, do you enjoy to perform? Do you enjoy that?
Yes, but I'm still scared.
Say it again?
I'm still scared.
Okay.
Yeah, nervous, brother. It doesn't matter how long you've been performing. Every time when you're on the stage, you got the ice and the adrenaline make you not scared, but like nervous. You know, that sensation is really addictive. Yes.
Talk to me about. Well, I would love to hear from both of you. I'll ask her. What advice can you give to someone who may be like too scared to perform?
¿Qué consejo le das a una persona que tiene miedo a hacer un performance?
Bueno, que cualquier persona puede bailar, no sé, diría yo. I don't know.
Se trabó.
Sí. Es fácil perder el miedo cuando tú tienes seguridad. Yo creo que cualquier persona tiene la capacidad de encontrar la seguridad hasta a veces en ese mismo momento que subes. El valor. Les hago recordar todo lo que pasaron y entonces digo, hoy es tu día, tú puedes.
¿Qué?
Cosa diría es no ver a la gente, baila, listen music.
Ella dice que she always tells the students, like, you have to remember what you went through to be here. If you want to do it. Just go onto the stage. Don't think about nothing. Just dance and enjoy what you're doing.
Okay, no, I definitely understand that. And what about you? What advice would you say?
I'll say, well, she said my words. But I was told the people they want to dance, dance like nobody sees you, you know. Enjoy what you do. Like, when you dance for you. I mean, a lot of people, they're going to see you dance, but if you dance for you and you enjoy for you, you're going to do right, you know. I was telling, like say, lose the fear to dance and dance.
Okay.
Yes.
Easier said than done, though, right?
I know, brother.
I definitely said that.
Well, actually it helps. Yeah,
Okay,
helps.
okay.
Yeah.
And so I guess for the viewers, right now we are in Pensacola, Florida, and this week is the first Pensacola Latin Weekender.
Yes.
Where Miss Hannah, I forget her last name, but she invited yourself, you two, as well as many other instructors to come teach this weekend. I guess let me ask you this: How did you meet Hannah, or how did she reach out to you, or how do you know her?
It was a friend, is Jay, and I think Mia.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they told us about, it's like they're gonna do it in Pensacola. Hannah. I saw Hannah a couple times. I was like, yeah, I know who's Hannah. It was like they're gonna need instructors. I was like, he was like, you wanna come? I was like, yes, definitely. I wanna be there. So I was, happy and, ¿cómo se dice? Grateful to be one of the first instructors to come into Pensacola, do the first Latin weekend there.
Yeah, definitely, of course. Yeah.
That made me feel like important.
Of course. Well, I hope I really appreciate you coming on the podcast.
No,
I hope that makes
thanks.
you feel important. So that's cool. So last night was the first night where it was a social and I believe a class, on-to class maybe, or I'm not sure.
Yeah.
The class last night, and then you all are teaching today as well, correct?
Yes, we teach tonight.
What are you teaching today?
We teach on two footwork. Yes. We, like I say, our students in Birmingham, we normally teach on one, but actually we dance on two, and we're not like professional dancers, like I say, we know how to dance a little bit of everything. But our team are stronger dancers on two, so that's why we teach on two.
Okay, that's amazing, guy. I'm better on one than on two. So let me ask you this, I would love to hear from you. You say you're doing a footwork class, right?
Yes.
What advice can you give myself and others how to improve their footwork?
Numbers.
And what do you mean?
Numbers are important. So when you learn a footwork, keep in mind that every step that you do is a number. If you practice those numbers, then you're gonna be able to do every footwork that you're gonna learn. Yes.
Okay. So just stepping it out or counting it out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. After that. And so today, for your class today, are you teaching a pattern or what are you gonna?
We're gonna teach a footwork first and a couple, partner work a little bit.
Okay, awesome. Okay, that's amazing. Okay,
Yes.
cool. And will you be at the social tonight?
Yes.
Amazing.
So please come and dance with us.
Okay. And so are you a DJ as well? Or?
Yes, I'm a DJ as well.
So you do a little bit of everything?
Everything. So in Birmingham, I used to have a DJ. His name DJ Salsa from Panama. He used to be he's the one who teach me how to DJ. But he have to move from Birmingham to Tampa. He moved to Tampa because his work. So he told me one day, he was like, next week I move. I was like, what am I gonna do without DJ? He was like, you already know. Just play the music that you feel like you want to dance the music. Like like play the music that you feel like you gonna be able to dance and do it. I said, okay. So I'm gonna play for myself. And that's how I learned how to be DJ.
Let me ask you both this. I'm very curious to hear from you. And let me ask her first, guy. In your opinion, what separates a good social from a bad social?
Él quiere saber cuál es el punto de un buen social a un mal social.
No le sé decir.
She says she don't know how to say.
La diferencia.
Ella dice que no sabe. She says she don't know how to differentiate social with the bad social.
Okay. So what about you then? What do you think?
I don't think it's a bad social. I think it's even a social with 3 couples. They enjoy dancing. It's a good social.
Okay.
I feel like it's not a bad social. I feel like this is in every city. Try to support other teams, other dancers. Try to put the names. Let's say if you do social and you see people from other dance studios, always, try to bring those people names on. All right, thank you to, I don't know, this dance company they here with us tonight. Thank you to this, and also they do classes by Monday. They also these people, try to keep that together, and I think that helped the socials grow up as a dance community. I say right?
Yeah, I understand that. So be supportive. Of
Yeah,
the
be
community.
supportive. Yes.
I definitely understand that. I definitely do. Let me ask you this one final question. I don't want to hold you for too long. I want to ask you both this. Can you give me one tip, one piece of advice that can make anyone a better dancer immediately?
I don't think you're gonna be able to be immediately better dancer. They take a time to be from beginner to a really good dancer. I feel like you have to practice your timing, your basics. If you master your basics, you're gonna be able to do any other pattern. But you have to keep in mind that you're always gonna be a student. Doesn't matter how long you've been dancing or how professional you are. You have to keep practicing and learn. They're gonna keep you be a good dancer. Yes, that's it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
I don't think it's a quick point from one to another one. You have to go through the process.
I understand that. I definitely do. And I would like to ask her as well, what's her thoughts?
Él quiere saber que si tú puedes dar un consejo para una persona de pasar de beginner a un buen bailarín rápido.
Sí.
¿Qué?
¿Cómo?
Que él quiere que tú des un consejo para una persona que está aprendiendo cómo hacer para que pase rápido a ser un bailarín.
Mucho disciplina. Que lo primero que tienes que tener es disciplina y muchas ganas de crecer.
Yeah. Discipline.
Sí, la disciplina es muy importante.
Discipline is very important in, ¿cómo se dice ganas? No sé cómo se dice ganas.
Desire?
Desire, yes.
Yeah.
Desire
Sí.
to grow up. Yes.
Okay.
Sí.
I definitely understand that. Discipline and desire. I like her answer a little bit more, man. I mean,
Yeah, I know. She's good. Actually, art, like, she is the one. She is the professional dancer.
Okay.
Yeah, she is the one professional. I'm just the help. I'm just cluster.
No, I definitely
She made me look
understand
good.
I definitely understand that, man. Well, I want to thank you both so much, for taking time out to talk to me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us, brother.
Of course.
Appreciate
Real quick
it.
before we close this out, I would like to ask you both any last words you want to say. Anything?
Yes, if you date a dancer, let them dance. Yes. Your partner happiness is your happiness. We've been together 20 years. She is one of my best friends. She is my dance partner. And I think one of the things that keep us together is the dance. Yes. So, yes, if you date a dancer, let them dance.
Okay. So let me ask you this. What are you doing in Birmingham now, actually? Are you still teaching it all or not really?
Yes. Well, right now we do more privates
Okay.
because, like I say, when COVID started, we have to close and we open a business. We do socials. We have socials, but we have a child, and when you got a kid, you have to choose to teach in the studio or raise your child. So we decided to be with our child. We still dancing in the dance team. I'm on part of the dance team called Salsa con Candela. It's only guys team, and she she danced with the Heartbeat Dance Company.
Okay. So that's right. So you told me that. You said you have a dance social in Birmingham, Alabama. What nights again?
Every Saturday night and every other Tuesday.
Okay, Roger that. And how can people, I guess, find you, get in contact with you if they're ever in Birmingham?
You can find us on Instagram as a Salsa Birmingham, Alabama, or Facebook as a Salsa Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
Also, we have our when we used to have a studio, it's called Corazón de Alabama Dance Studio. It's also page on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay. When I post this, I'll make sure I put all the links.
Thank you, brother.
Of course. I want to thank you both so much
Thank you.
for taking time out your day. I think this will do it for this episode of the 2 Podcast. Hey.